Welcome to Football Manager 2017, my Wigan game in the year 2035, my last pre-season friendly before my first game in the Premier League. This friendly is away to the Crusaders, who I believe are from Northern Ireland. I know nothing about them apart from the fact they're from Northern Ireland. Okay, apparently I can put my substitutes back on the bench, now they're no longer playing for the under-23s. And that will do. I will go out and send the same team out I sent out last time. I do have potentially a new central defender coming in from West Brom, who's Portuguese, but he's better than anybody else I could find. At the cost of something like 3.1 million for his transfer fee and probably about another million for his agent fee. So that is hopefully an improvement that I will have when the season starts. And off we go. In their teeny tiny little ground. Well, the area around the ground looked quite nice. It looks like a very plastic type pitch. But with my new central defender, assuming he arrives, that will get Thomas put back onto the bench. And may even get someone like Vincent dropped from the Premier League squad and down into the under-23s. Well, in his second game for me, that's Bertl off to a reasonable start. My only current selection dilemma is, what's his name? The man I call Rec, the Spanish kiddie I've got up front. It sounds derogatory to call him a kiddie, but comparatively to me, he's young. Anyway, he doesn't seem to be doing a particularly good job of shooting and scoring, whereas I'd like him to do that because that way he could replace Turner. But as the pre-season seems to have shown so far, it hasn't been that impressive, so it may require me to give Turner a start at the beginning of the season. We shall see how it goes, but that is what I'm thinking at the moment. Well, that was an interesting header by Obi. Oh, and okay. That was the man I was talking about. Good old Rec. He outpaced their defender and still managed to put it in the back of the net. That may be enough of a performance to give him the starting role in the first game of the season. Nice one, Bertl. Had to lose the ball. My new central defender that's coming in, even though he's been a West Brom player for quite a few years, he's been out on loan to some interesting places. But it's kind of, whoa, that was a great goal. I did not expect that shot in a month of Sundays. Yes, I'd like to see that replay again. And I know they're only a Northern Ireland Premier League outfit. It hardly compares to the English Premier League for skill levels. But still, any time you can do a shot like that, that is a magnificent goal. Seriously, wasn't Chamberlain offside then? Ah, I did wonder. He did look a tad offside. Okay, it wasn't as far offside as I thought he was. McCann. He seems to be having quite a good game against me. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about my central defender, or my potential central defender. Yes, he's played for some strange clubs, but he's considered a backup and on the transfer list from West Brom for 3.1 million, which I'm quite willing to pay. However, you kind of look at West Brom and think, well, they didn't particularly do well in the Premier League, and this guy who's better than the rest of my defence put together can't even get into their side. And that's the type of player I'm having to go for. I'll keep these players out for a little while longer. But so basically the players who are good enough to be the best players in my team, or in their role in my team, can't even get onto the bench or into the squad of other Premier League outfits. That kind of gives you pause of how well my season is likely to go. Oh, we're still playing well. Looks like after I finish this friendly, I'm going to be taking a break. Oh, hit the post now. Now wreck. I'm going to be taking a break because a friend of mine in the UK is starting up the network game we're playing together, so I will be playing that. I will be taking my mighty Ajax side onto fame and glory, or more than likely getting myself fired for failing to do that. Which, let's be honest, is more likely the way I tend to play this game. I've had about 55 minutes of this last pre-season friendly. I'll give them another couple of minutes and then put some subs on. Oh, nice pull back from Chamberlain there. Pity nobody was on the end of it. Oh, Bertl, I'm starting to be impressed by you. Your crossing's good, your shooting's good, your positioning's good. Also, what you're doing playing for Wigan is beyond me. But there again, you were out of work when I found you, which may be a good reason why you're willing to play for Wigan. You can even tackle, apparently. Yep, you can run with the ball, dribble. Whoa, that was a hopeful shot by Harwood. Oh, you could even head the ball, Bertl. I'm starting to like you. It won't last long, so I wouldn't get too overly worried about it, Bertl, but that's what I was looking for, Turner. We'll make that Brewster and Byrne. Bertl, you can come off for Wilson. Harwood, you can come off for Sean Lamb. James, you can come off for... Oh, I've got three players that can play in the centre of defence. Good. So my substitutes actually managed to cover the whole range of the field. That's one of the things, if you ever play in the Dutch league, apparently you put 11 players on the field and you can have 12 substitutes, which was really weird to me because when I started my game with Ajax, and I was planning on the usual 11 players on the field and 7 substitutes. Well, I suddenly discovered in the pre-season games, because I had a mass clear out of all the deadbeats in the squad, which didn't endear me to the fans, I must admit, because some of them were favoured by the fans, but a bunch of deadbeats. I suddenly couldn't fill out a whole matchday squad of 23 people because I didn't have that many people fit and available at any given time. But it's kind of weird. You can have 12 subs, but you could only use 3 of them. So definitely some quirks playing in the Dutch league, as well as apparently there is no prize money. So you've got to basically develop players and sell them on to the better clubs in Europe. If you're Ajax and want to make a profit, even if you've got a decent crowd, you're going to struggle to actually attract the best players. So you're still a training nation per se for the joys of Spain, Germany, England and France and Italy. Still, the Dutch league is certainly interesting. May not be the most scintillating of all possible leagues to play, but it's different, and every now and then different is fun. Oh, okay, Brewster's. It's Wilson now, of course, my backup left back. I wonder, I'm trying to remember who Wilson was for a second then. There's a few yellow cards in the second half of this game. Yeah, typical really. You're playing against the Irish, there's always going to be a fight. That's not strictly true, it's just tends to be the American Irish who are always up for a fight. The actual Irish, whether they be north or south, for the most part are very nice, friendly people. It's the American Irish that take being Irish to the nth degree, whereas the actual Irish just take being nice as something which is more natural. I don't think I've run into a particularly nasty Irish person from who's born and raised in Ireland in the whole time I was in the UK. And I'm sure there are some, because there are in every nation. But the majority of the Irish people I met from both the north and the south were very, very nice people. And most, if they weren't very, very nice people, were the perfectly averagely nice people. So, but the Irish Americans seem to think that they should take the traits of what they believe to be exaggerated, or what they believe to be Irish, which are the exaggerated ones you tend to see in Hollywood films, and act like that to the nth degree. Hence the massive amounts of drinking, fighting and stupidity from the American Irish as opposed to from the actual Irish. And I'm sure the American Irish would really get upset if if they heard me call them not being actually Irish. Okay, I lost sound for a second in the game there. Don't know why. Nothing I did, it just stopped. And there it goes again. Okay, obviously the crowd is feeling weird. Oh, okay, I thought I was going to get a penalty from that. Well, apparently Frank Bertl was sensational today. Not bad, I must admit. Well, that was the last of my pre-season friendlies. So hopefully with the addition of 1 or 2 more new players, I will be ready for the joys of the actual season. And we will see how it goes. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently I was scouting him. Well, c'est la vie. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road.